Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the restarted All Items Challenge. It's finally happening. This is a fairly simple challenge. The goal is to get every item in the game. There are a few exceptions, stuff like durability for tools, and now with the armor trims update, I'm definitely not getting all of the armor trims on all of the different types of armor. However, for things like armor and tools, I must get all of them. I must get all of them at full durability. That is the trade-off. And I still must get all the armor trims, I just don't need to put them on all the different types of armor, because that would be way too much. This is also Bedrock Edition, unlike the last attempt at the series, which was in Java, which means that dyed armor also comes into play. There might be some other examples, but this is just the one that I've thought of so far. And the solution to that is basically just... what's the word? I'm just going to get one of each kind of dye. For leather. So, there will be red dyed leather armor, orange dyed leather armor, etc. No combos. Hello, Pepper. Right now I'm just heading to this stone over here because it looks valuable. I also see what looks to be some iron, which I'd very much appreciate. And my goal for this first episode is just to make a base. I'm probably going to start by making a base in a cave, but all the base really needs to be is a place where I can store a bunch of items. Not too hard. And I'd like to make it right around here, because we have birch, oak, spruce, and we have some animals, of course. And I'm wondering if we're going to have something over this hill. Look at that. That's a cave, alright. So first I'm going to hop up here and get some stone tools and some iron. And then I believe, while I'm not sure if it's going to be this episode or not, the next goal is going to be getting all the different kinds of wood that are over there, as well as their saplings, their planks, their fences, and all that stuff. Or rather, enough wood for that stuff. I may not actually record all that, since past the first time, you can get a pretty good grasp of what's going to go into it. But we're already getting iron, which is very nice. And now we should also get some stone. And now we have enough to make something like a stone axe. Just going to grab a bit more of this. I may just go in that cave right down there once I get some coal for torches, but I think I'd like it to be brighter in there, because I would not like to deal with mobs. This is not hardcore, just like the original attempt, but I want to avoid dying. Right there is a ruined portal, and I am very excited to have that, because it means a couple things. First of all, it means easy access to a bunch of interesting parts, so does that, but we'll get to that later. But it also means that there might be a chance for some good loot just right now. Look at this. This already looks amazing. I really do like these caves. That coal looks kind of hard to reach, though. I'm wondering if there's some coal or something in here. I'm not sure if you can actually get coal from this, but you might be able to. It's worth a check, if for nothing else than being thorough. Look at how big this would have had to be if this were an actual nether portal. I would not want to try and fill that up. Ow. That's not a good idea. An early flint and steel is never something I'm going to scoff at. I can just take the enchantments off of those and have golden tools, which is wonderful. I'm going to go over here because it looks like there's some shallow caves where I can get coal, and then hopefully I can set up a base in one of these caves. I'm also much closer to trees over here, which is a big plus, since I'm going to need a lot of wood just for the collection stage, and even more for finding new things. I would like this baby to die. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Anyways, you can go with, though. I won't mind. Oh, this is really wearing out my axe. Oh well. I have 22 stone right now. Easy. At least for now. So, let's see. I'm already starving, which means I definitely need some food. I'm going to start with this rotten flesh, just to try and dampen it a bit, but if I can't get coal soon, I'm going to be in a bit of a tricky situation. So, I'm going to venture around here and try and find some. There we go. Most coal veins should have plenty to just get us started, and I'm going to make a house in one of the shallow caves here. Ooh, more types of stone. That'll be useful. I'm not going to collect it yet because they're not especially rare, but right now, my main goal, as I've said multiple times, is to make a base, and specifically one that can keep me safe during the night. Which reminds me of something. Beds. I need a bed. So, as soon as I'm done mining this coal vein, we're going to take a break from coal mining, because that is fairly easy to do. And it also wears on my pickaxe a lot. What I really need is sheep. I should have taken this sheep while I could, but we're gonna have to just run fast and hope. Hope we have enough time. We're gonna start by making a furnace. It should be enough to get this iron smelted. And I'm going to make what is perhaps not the best decision and do shears first. But actually, I don't think it's going to be that bad, because we're going to need shears to get things like leaves. And then we'll try and find a sheep. And I think we'll just set up base wherever we happen to find one. So, there goes that. There goes that. And now it is time to adventure off to find a sheep. Look at these caves, though. I'm gonna... Oop. Not intending to place cobblestone. I'm gonna eat some of this rotten flesh and hope that there's a sheep nearby. There should be, but so far I'm seeing a lot of animals that are decidedly not sheep. I say as I walk towards one. So long as one of these gives me more than one, I think I'm fine. Although, actually, I'm not exactly fine, because I would need it to be the same kind. And I don't have the same kind. Or I don't have dyes to color the wool. I wonder, can I just dye it all light gray? That would make things a whole lot easier. But I might not need to. There you are, my sheep friend. And with that, it's time to head off into the cave. And then we'll set up shop with a lot of chests. Trust me, we're gonna need it. I need to find a slower way down. This probably isn't the best way to do it, but we're gonna go right here. This, from now on, will be our home. Well, for a while at least. The hope, eventually, would be to get something like shulker boxes so that everything can be stored and picked up, all the items we collect. But for now, we're going to make doors. Not there. Doors. An axe to replace the old one. And somewhere in here should be a bed. Which is where we're going to sleep for now. There we go. Successful first night. It's time to move on to the second part of the first goal, which is really just to open this area up and give me plenty of room for storing things. I'll need a bed. I will need to expand this to give me more storage room. However, this should give me enough for what will happen later. And I believe that I'm going to use barrels. But to use that, I'm going to need a lot more wood. So for now, let's go up and try and find a way out. Oh, I crafted a chest on accident. Well, hold on. We can solve that. Well, we can't exactly undo it, but we can place it here. I also forgot to place a furnace here, in which I will put all of my 38 coal. I keep forgetting things, you know. Making torches, probably pretty important. Not that I have the items to do so right now, because I still need more wood. But getting sidetracked is basically part of playing Minecraft, so I hope it won't bother you too much. The general goal stays the same, though. For now, I'm going to collect... Not too fond of a creeper being there. But for now, we'll do with what we have. Oh. I'm sorry, sheep. I'm going to need food. That isn't, rotten flesh. So, there's a reason I made another stone axe. And it's to chop down a tree like this one. It's time to get a ton of wood. And I'm also going to work on this birch tree over here. I'm not going to grab everything because my goal right now is to get saplings. Saplings will allow me to get more wood, and they will hopefully allow me to grab more leaves and anything else I would need. I'm not too bothered if I don't get any. Oh, some would be nice. If you wouldn't mind dropping some. The trees seem to be reluctant. Ah, there we go. The first sapling has been obtained. I am going to see if this one will provide me any more. Doesn't seem to be. Not sure how much of this is the other tree, unfortunately, so... Oh. I did indeed get one. And I didn't even get hunger from that last rotten flesh. I didn't notice. For now, I am going to take this back to my little cave base, start cooking it, and then use this wood to make some barrels. We're definitely going to need a railing for this, and probably just a better pathway in general. Now I can make many planks. With these sticks, I can make torches, which can go here. And then I can make slabs. Slabs, with enough wood, make for barrels. Where is that recipe? 3 barrels is just fine by me. And we can start our collection. The first thing that I will add is an azure bluette, white wool, gray wool. In this chest I will add diorite, cobblestone, dirt, and perhaps even some rotten flesh. I will be updating these chests to organize them more later on, but for now, this is our collection so far. Of all the things, I doubt I'll need, although, come to think of it, I may take that iron back for later use. You can have this flint, though, instead. The next step is going to be to gather more materials so that we can upgrade these faster. Specifically with things like raw iron, iron ingots, and the like. I'll also be going through the wood types once I get these saplings planted. But for now, that is it for the first episode of the All Items Challenge Renewed. Probably won't be including that name every time. So, for now, goodbye.